This morning on our continuing series, Forever Young, a guide to life after 50, surveillance cameras in nursing homes. Last year, Gail Sweeney of Houston, Texas, grew concerned about the care of her mother, 81-year-old Catherine Baker, and the care she was receiving in her nursing home. So she decided to set up a hidden camera in her mother's room and was disturbed by what she saw. Gail Sweeney and her attorney, James Wilkes, are here to explain. Good morning. Nice to see you both.
Good morning.
I know it's an upsetting story, Gail. You, like many people your age, you and your mom together decided that she needed to go to a nursing home after she suffered a fall and could no longer take care of herself. Correct. Initially, you were pretty happy with the nursing home, right?
Oh, yeah. It was a beautiful facility. My sister and I were thrilled to have found such a nice place.
And then you started to get worried. What prompted your concern?
Well, my mom kept complaining of different things happening, that someone had dropped her in her room, and she had had a skin tear, and she complained of them taking her call bell away. And then I noticed bruises on her arms and her shoulders. And I asked her, where did she get the bruises? And she said that they were very, very rough with her. So I decided I needed to find out what was wrong, because there were conflicting stories between what mother would tell me and what the staff would tell me.
So you took your complaints to nursing home officials?
Yes, yes.
And what were you told?
Never really got good answers. They just were never the same as Mom's.
So you decided to put a surveillance camera in her room. Is that perfectly legal, Mr. Wilkes?
It's not perfectly legal everywhere. It's legal in Texas. It's not legal with audio. In Florida, for instance, they have one-party and two-party states. We definitely need to clarify the law. It should be legal. We were successful in an injunction in Texas keeping a camera, but it is not clear right now.
Tell us a little bit about some of the things you saw on video, Gail.
A lot of rough behavior. As you can see in some of the film clips, not gentle, not kind. There was some cursing. And in one of the videos, Mother says, "Don't you ever slap me again." And just very unkind care.
Now, the nursing home discovered the camera.
Right.
At the same time, you were going to take these videotapes to someone there and say, please explain.
Correct.
They informed you, hey, we found out about the camera.
Correct.
They asked you to remove it.
Yes.
You refused.
Yes.
So they said, fine, but you have to put a sign up in the room alerting staff that this camera existed.
Right. I put a sign up, and they said they were going to tell the staff that the camera was in the room, and I told them I thought that would be a real good idea.
Now, at first, your mother's treatment improved considerably.
Oh, yes. The next week or two, it was wonderful care. Instead of one-on-one, they sent 2 aides in to do all the handling of Mom. Very gentle, very kind, very caring. And then after that, it went right back to the rough behavior again.
Weren't you shocked that here a camera was in the room, and yet it digressed and it became sort of the same as it was? We have a clip showing an exchange between your mom and an attendant who was aware, as I said, of the camera in the room. Your mom, who would press a call light when she needed something from the attendant, had asked for some Ensure, which is a protein drink.
Right.
Let's roll that clip and see what happened.
If you say that I give you Ensure now, I give you Ensure. After taking your Ensure, can you put light for me again? No. You sure? You promise? Promise? You promise? I promise. If my table back where I'll be reaching. If I turn it back where I'll be reaching.
Now, that wasn't incredibly abusive behavior, not particularly kind behavior towards your mother. How did you feel when you watched that?
All of the tapes were very upsetting. It's hard to watch someone be so ugly to your parent that you love and care for. And I spent a lot of time up at the nursing home taking care of her to be sure at least she I put her to bed at night and made sure her needs were met before I left.
We invited some officials from the nursing home to appear with you all this morning. They declined, but they did send a statement which said in part, Parkway Place does not tolerate any incidents of abuse or neglect at our community. We respond in an appropriate manner to any alleged incidents up to and including termination of employment and reporting of any allegations to regulatory agencies.
Well, they didn't offer to do anything for my mom. Every tape I showed them, they never apologized and said they would do anything about any of the behavior.
And ultimately, they said they needed to evict your mother from the nursing home.
Yes. In January, the first part of January, we received a letter saying that she needed to be moved within 30 days, that they were unable to meet her needs.
Your mom has since passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Was she ever moved from that nursing home?
No. She passed away January the 23rd before we were able to decide what to do.
Would you recommend that other people put surveillance cameras in nursing homes?
Oh, definitely. If you want to know what's going on in the rooms, you need a camera.
It's critically important. The custodial neglect can't be shown on a show like this. We've watched hundreds of hours of these tapes, and the treatment is reminiscent to what you see in prisoner of war camps. Some of the methods of control are those that were used with American prisoners in North Korea. Sensory deprivation, trading food, putting people in the dark. They would threaten to leave her in the dark. Some of the stuff here, it's not sexual abuse or violent assaults, but it's just as cruel, and it leads to death.
All right. Well, James Wilkes and Gail Sweeney, thank you both so much for coming in to tell us all about your experience. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
It is 8:51. We'll be back in a moment. This is Today on NBC.